you? Welcome to DOREEN'S African Experiences. Hold on a minute. Rain hates me so much. There are no words to explain how much rain hates me. You don't understand. I was at work waiting for it to stop raining. It stopped, right? It was like minor. I got a border to go home. Excited about today because I wanted to really go back to the gym. It started raining on me. 5 minutes on the border. I couldn't go back. I couldn't stop. So it was drizzling. And then the more I continued, the more it rained. Guys, I just got home like 6-7 minutes ago. It was heavily raining, on me. Now, after entering my house like this, it stopped. The hell? It stopped. The sun is out, shining bright, like it never rained. Actually, if you saw me entering my house and you'd been asleep or something, and then I was like dripping, and then you woke up and like, oh, what happened? And I told you it's been raining, you deny and say you're lying. Guys, the sun is out, shining so bright. I waited 2 hours for the rain to stop. Then I boarded. It resumed. I actually feel like the way it hates me, if I decided to go out of my house right now and I made plans to go somewhere, it would resume raining. This rain is personal. Personal, I tell you. Personal. It has a grudge on me. This low battery thing, Banang. I don't know if I'm the only person who hates charging my phone twice a day. I charge my phone once a day, but sometimes when I overuse it, I end up charging it twice a day. I hate it. It stresses me. I was hoping to do my dishes while I talk. Clearly, that's not happening. Maybe it can happen. By the time it gets to 5%, I'll be done. I don't have many dishes. I'm one person. So, how have you guys been? I saw you yesterday. Oof. Yeah, this has to kind of go. I planted an apple. It was more of a trial thing. I bought apples, 4 apples. I intentionally kept them for so long in my fridge because I wanted them to grow inside so that when I open them up, I can still eat them, but I have like seedlings to plant. I gave 2 seedlings to one of the caretakers of the place, and then I kept one. Mine seemed like it was thriving. As I speak, it has died. So I have to open the last apple. Hopefully, whatever that is will grow. I want it to grow. See mine up. The farmer in me does not like being away from the village. I like planting things. Keeps me company. I like plants. They give me some kind of purpose. like a newfound purpose of some sort. So much going on, yeah? To be honest with you, I don't even like going to gym. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's not fun for me. It feels like too much work, especially after the day you have. Like, I work a lot. So after all that, I mean, I use my brain a lot. After all that, going to the gym, I feel like I need to just get myself on a diet. If I can pull that off. So now I've resumed to having 1 meal a day, but have a lot of fluids, you know. Hopefully that will shift some things around for me. The rain is killing me. The rain keeps attacking me on a daily basis. Okay, I know I'm not the only one, but I feel like for me it's too much. It's just becoming too much. And being a farmer in this time is the worst possible thing that can happen to you, because you tend to lose your crops, your food to the weather. It looks like things are not going my way lately. Some are, but not all. I can't even do anything about it. What are we going to talk about today for the next 20 minutes? Am I actually good at multitasking? When I get people who are cooking in this country, do you realize how expensive onions have become? It makes me want to grow onions next year. I feel like onions are those things you can't do without, yet they are so, I don't know, we don't give them enough time on the market, but they're actually some of the most, besides the tomatoes have seasons where they're extremely expensive, but onions are always expensive, by the way. Onions are always expensive. Quite interesting. And me, I like cooking with fresh stuff. I don't like those packed things. I like my things to be like fresh from a garden or something. Considering I'm in a country where it's possible, so I don't think I should have to do it any other way. And I make myself meals sometimes. Simanyi da kumanya. Bambi, I've actually met some nice people this week. It makes me so happy knowing how much you all watch me. I know this week, I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to have my camera up and running, but hopefully next week, everything will be back to normal. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I need this coming week to be a good week to me, because I feel like somehow I'm running out of time to shoot some stuff. Aha, Doreen. Chika. I need to. But this weekend I have so much to do. I have so much to do. I don't think I've had a week like this week. But next week is going to be something else. I'm booked out. I have meetings back to back. Everything's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. Last year, I met some of the best people I've ever met or known in my life. I'm actually grateful to still have those people in my life. I feel like every time I look for simplicity and purity, those people are the best explanation for that. Have you ever met people in your life for whom you feel at home? I don't even think home is the word. Like every time I'm meeting up with these people, those are some of the happiest moments of my day, my week, depending on when I'm meeting them. It makes me so happy knowing that I have them and they are just a phone call away. Nothing makes me so happy like that. Summer, you have started returning to disorganized relationships. I had a video clip of someone say they are returning. Those who will start making up stories of I forgot your gift. Simanya, my luggage was captured at the airport. What are those stories? To tell young girls. Then those men who are flying into Africa, because obviously it's the holiday season. Those men who are flying into Africa and you're coming to meet like 10 girls. But you guys are strong. You be multitasking on a whole other level. Honestly, I don't think I even have the energy to be talking to one dude straight like that. Imagine a guy has 10 chicks to meet this festive season. What do you call it? This holiday season. A guy is multitasking, calling, texting, typing. 10 chicks. A guy. Respect. Anything I can't do, anyone who can do it, I respect them. So, and now, meeting, promising, making promises. By the way, let me tell you this. Most of my life, I've been in long distance relationships. I haven't really had physical relationships long like that. So, what usually happens, hi Rose, rain just hit me. Banaga, this is like the 4th time in a week. I'm just praying I don't get sick. Because man, this feels like too much hassle. Now I'm home doing my dishes and talking to you guys before my battery goes out. So, like I was saying, so most of my life I've actually been in long distance relationships, right? Now, yeah, there was this time. This guy, I was talking to him for the longest time. Actually, most of these long distance relationships start and end before the people meet. So what actually happened was I was genuinely interested in this guy and I was loyal, very loyal. I wasn't playing around and stuff like that. Actually, when I'm in relationships, I rarely play around. I mean, the moment I confirm I'm in a relationship, I don't play around because I take that stuff seriously. Now, when he finally came to Uganda to meet for the first time. You have to understand we had been talking for months, and obviously being young and all. I can't blame being young. This guy is going to hear this, is going to laugh. Anyway, what happened actually was very simple. So when he finally flew in to meet me, so he had rented an apartment and my house was really far at the time. I didn't have my own house. I was also renting. And obviously he couldn't move in with me because, well, he had different standards. I had different standards. He had very expensive standards. I couldn't afford that stuff at the time. I was still studying at uni, so obviously I couldn't start putting myself in a house of above 400 at the time. Nah. So he rents a nice apartment, and then what actually happened was, I move in with him. We didn't like move in, but you know, like when someone is temporarily staying in your country. So obviously you kind of, every time, if you spend out of the week, you're spending 4 nights with the person, it means you're literally staying together. You know, you leave a couple of your things there, and it was okay because I'm the one who bought the stuff in the house. He paid for the house when he was here. But there is one thing I learned, not in a bad way, but this is the one thing I learned, that experience anyway. So basically, he gave me money to go and like purchase stuff for the house. So I just kept buying anything I thought was useful. He pretty much gave me an open check, like a card, and there was so much money, so I didn't know what to buy. So anything I could buy, I bought. When I returned, he was so upset. It was like I've spent a lot of his money, but I told him I was buying things for the house. Anyway, let's just say I was way too excited. So 2 weeks later, he started changing, because to him, I had spent his money without he had noticed. But he's the one who told me to go and buy things for the house. And actually, he's lucky I bought things for the house. I didn't go shopping. I didn't go wasting money away and stuff like that. Anyway, he started changing on me. Now, this is when I discovered the guy was talking to a bunch of other chicks, because now, that week, we were like drunk. By the way, that relationship taught me a lot of things. It taught me, do not check your partner's phone, especially if you still like the person, leave the phone alone. No one is moving around without being, asked out and stuff like that. The difference is what does the person respond? What does the person say? So I check his phone. Oh God. He was talking to, I don't know, were they like 6 other chicks? He was talking to 6 chicks, making them promises of how he's going to meet them. Are you serious? Can you imagine? Yet, down here, we were apparently in some kind of committed relationship. Guys, I didn't panic. I first kept quiet at first. So when he sobered up, I confronted him about it. When I did, he freaked out. Why are you checking my phone? Why would you do that? Who told you to check my phone? Anyway, so I asked him, so he admits, obviously, he had to admit because I already knew. And then he tells me, yeah, that was then. He's saying that was then when he literally updated each one of them how he's in the country. It was like, I'm in the country because he called me to pick him up. So I'm the one that actually picked him up. Now he was telling everyone else that he's in the country, but he's still taking care of some business. And then after that, he will meet up with them. So I was the business he was taking care of. That's crazy. Anyway. Later, after picking him up, confronting him, also we're at the point where I confronted him about these girls. So guess what his response was? Besides trying to guilt trap me on how I checked his phone, he was like, I talk to these bitches, but you're the one I like. Oh God. So being that I was like invested, I really liked the guy. I believed him. So are you going to talk to them? He's like, I'll just meet them to break up with them and end things. I asked him, can I come? It would look so awkward. So obviously red flags were going off. Like I said, I was young. So being young, I actually just kept believing him consistently. No matter what he said, I was just buying into his bullshit. Lots of his bullshit. So that week he claimed he's going to end things with these different girls. And we've suffered with love, some of us. I've genuinely suffered with relationships. That's why I'm telling you. When I tell you I don't want to even discuss certain things, get into relationships anymore, because I don't know. I have major trust issues. And that I've healed, yes, but I don't want to put myself through some things anymore. Or again, because it took me a long time to heal, get better, get in a good place mentally, physically, get myself where you actually at a point where you're attracted to me and you feel like, yeah, she's a good person, a good woman, I want to be with her. It took me a lot of work to get there. So it's going to take me equally a lot more time to get back out there. It's nothing personal. Anyway, when I confronted him, he was like, he's going to end things with these chicks. Wow, he made plans, made me aware of his plans and movements. So obviously I had to trust him, because obviously I didn't think he was dumb enough to go ahead with any of this shit, especially after I found out. Newsflash, men will still do what they want to do. Even if he told you, don't constantly believing by here he's going to leave. Stop talking to those bitches because you told him. These are things we tell ourselves to feel happy, to feel comfortable, to keep the relationship going. It's like we are blind anyway. I can't even judge anyone who goes through these things, because half the time we've gone through these things, most of us as women. By the way, I used to think the older you get, it gets hard to be lied to. Woo! There is no age for a woman to stop being lied to and believing those lies. Like, it is so, I don't even get the math, but one thing I know for sure, the lies just keep coming and we keep taking them. We keep believing them continuously. Anyway, done with my dishes. So, like I was saying, that same week I got so busy because I had exams. Exams were coming up. Now, when he told me, okay, obviously I told him that I'll be busy this week. I'll just be popping through because my battery's on 5%. Let me go charge. Ooh, finally done these damn dishes. Oh, Jesus Christ. So when I told him I had exams, guess what he did? He started inviting these bitches over to our apartment, because at the point we're living together. So irrespective of me having my own bed, we were living together. So one of those weird evenings, I finished my paper and I'm like, let me drop in and check on him, because I hadn't seen him for a while. And obviously, being that it was his first time in the country, I was worried about him. When I went to see him, guess what welcomed me? I saw old shoes, like those old sandals, so worn out, dust, filled with dust, our doorstep. And then I asked him, who is in the house? Because those were female shoes. I knew for sure he didn't own old raggedy sandals. Hi, Lucky. Lucky, we are African women. One of the things they teach us from birth is how to tie these things. This is our heritage. It can't fall off. It can never fall off. Either if a woman, an African woman, is tying a lace and it falls off, she has intentionally let it fall. You can even feel it when it's moving. So, oh, dearest. Anyway, Monange, Doreen, have suffered with relationships. By the way, they will have suffered. Nasala pressure. I have no pressure when it comes to things of men. Anyway, in truth, I punched the guy in the face because I knew he had brought a chick in our house. He promised to change. He didn't change. I was so frustrated. I punched him. Well, I first told him to bring all my stuff out, because I couldn't get in and face the woman. Obviously, I don't fight a woman. I fight the man. It's the man who is misbehaving. Half the time, these women always know that a guy has someone or is not single, but they still go ahead. So yeah, I'll still fight a bitch back then. These days, I just leave both of you. Or usually I say you deserve each other. So anyway, I punched him in the jaw. I used to have a lot of energy those days. Ooh. I punched him in the jaw after he gave me my stuff, and then I walked away. What's funny is that we became best of friends, me and him, because I ghosted him for the next almost a year. But I have to tell you, when he reached out late, after some time he reached out, he actually explained to me the whole scenario. But then later we became very good friends, actually. Up until this year, I haven't heard from him, I think in 5-6 months. I think he went back to Texas or something. But we became very good friends. So sometimes you have to understand that maybe a relationship is not meant to happen between you and someone, and the person was put in your path to be your friend. Bad thing. It's not good to force things. It's not good to force life, Imagine someone dating you. Some chick was telling me, imagine she's in a relationship with someone, but the guy thinks, but I hear, for you're like supposed to be loyal. This is the thing he said. Actually, we were all listening in. He was telling her, for you're supposed to be loyal. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I trust you. And then the chick was like, why? The guy was like, well, you're not that hot like these Kampala girls. Ooh. So, ooh, that band. Imagine the man you sleep with thinking you are not even a 10 or even a 9 or an 8. You're like a 2. Whoa. So that one statement alone has ended their relationship, because she was like, this nigga, I have people who are better than him asking me out, and he's busy disrespecting me, calling me like ugly. Now the guy is panicking. He's like calling us. But seriously, there are some things you don't do. And me, I don't get between issues of people who have seen each other naked. I don't get between those issues. So half the time I'm always like on the side, on a fence, sidelines. Like I'm always just either. So if you say, should I break up with him? I say, Should I get back with him? I'm never choosing a pick, telling you what to do with someone you're sleeping with. Me, Me more than anybody I know, issues of people who have seen each other naked, stay out of them. You can never win. At the end of the day, you are like going to become the bad person. So yeah, I don't get involved. Man, the rain has treated me so badly. My hair is all wet. I mean, I'm going to dry it up with a dryer, but zinenviiri zetagana okusumululayo kati. We have so many problems as Africans, but I've also come to realize that as Africans, we really don't care about the problems we have. For real. We don't. Naye bambi, jokes aside, these men who are out there on Cheyo, they have somehow been a good escape for ladies. They have been there. So this is their season to shine, you know, December, January. Now, very few of them will still be financially able to stay up to February. Most of them will scatter after Christmas, after New Year's actually, in January. They scatter back. By the way, Uganda is very expensive. Hold on. Hold on, I'm tying my lasso. Mr. Lucky might end up seeing things. You people, yeah, some of us. No, please don't get for me. By the way, the amount of men on Cheyo that ask me out are so many. If I wanted a man on Cheyo, that is one of the simplest things to do. It's so simple. Look at me. So simple. Now I am now. In general, abasajja abavaako. For now, I retired from men. For now, I retired. Maybe I shall resume dating, being involved next year. We'll see how next year goes, you know, because now we are heading to December. I can't say this year. Can't. Mentally, I'm scared to get myself back in the game. Banamu abantu bamenye emitima. Whoa. Tebakyagimenya bagikulamu bukuzi. Genuinely speaking, people can break hearts. Left, right, center. People don't even care about each other's feelings. People do things intentionally to harm each other. Banai. Wala wenva mukukola content wano ng'omutima bagumenye. Nga buli wenzija mu kamera nga nkaba bukabi. Wowe bankutudde omutima. No. Let me do what I can do. But I have things. By the way, me, I'm one of those people. I'm always very honest and genuine. Though people don't take me seriously. But the truth is, me, I know what I can do. I also know what I can't do. I know my strength and I also know my weaknesses. And me, when I tell you, because me, I know. Me, I know. Better man. Abana bakutula emitima. Oof. People be breaking hearts like they are nothing. These days, by the way, relationships are for benefits. You know, everyone is in it for something. Very few people are genuinely in relationships with each other. Most people are. Love, which love? Gwe love ochagira bawa. Lucky. People are watching you, they are going to get to have hope. Stop giving people false hope. How many people are carrying genuine love these days? How many? Even I have a friend of mine, he told me openly, he was like, Doreen, fetwabivako akusasira yakuwako. Can you imagine? Akusasira yakuwako. Bintu byakusasirigana kati. Then another one is like, why? Wemba sinamu kasente. ebyo mbivaako. Yeah, it is a two-way street these days. People don't care. That's what you should know. People are tired. And half the population of is how now. You be there stuck in your heart looking for love. You can cast. I'm not saying there is no love or some genuine stuff, but how do you know? How do you know? That's the thing that scares me. How do you know? I hear so many stories. I have so many friends, and thing is, most of my friends are like guys. So they be telling me stories, and I'd be thinking to myself, I even know someone in a very, very weird relationship now. Maybe I don't know which generation I come from. Maybe there are certain things that I better leave alone because I don't understand them. Maybe not discussing them is even beyond me. One thing I know, everyone is after something. The moment you find someone who has what you want, then you can settle. But the rest these are barter trades now. These are barter trades. People don't have love. You who is still looking for love, general, you are in the wrong caliber. This generation here. Sina mudu jendimu mukama wange sokonveeko enkuba emaze okuneekubira pulira n'omusujja gunnuma. I feel sickish. You think the way I feel, and I've been feeling sickish for the past 3 days. It has been raining on me. Nze ntobye eno yona enkuba enkubye. Goli wano you look like you're in the mood. Are you me? You? Me who is me, I'm telling you, I'm feeling sick. From rain hitting me left, right, center, morning, evening, for 3 days straight. Ndeka. Anaye aba YouTube namwe mukisussa. Sina mudu gyendimu ndeka. Noonya ssente zokka kati. Sina na budde obwo, sina budde bwa kwegatta. Sina budde, sina na maanyi. Some things require too much time, too much energy. I don't have any. I don't have either. Which man's... Who told... I have a very warm bed. I don't need to... These mentalities of yours, these are why you're getting your hearts broken. Me, Doreen, it rains and I start looking for a man to enter. Enter who? I enter my bed. I have duvets, three duvets, very big. I cover one. If I'm too hot, I cover another one. Hi, Africano. Oh my God, Africano, it's been a while. What happened to you? Yeah. Where have you been? Actually, you're one of those people I'm used to seeing. When I don't see, I worry. There is no need. There is a reason. Oh, you're in Congo. Hi, Azad. Azad. That's quite interesting. You're in Congo now. How is Congo? Is it hot? It must be raining more there. Nah, these things, some of these are calls of desperation. You don't need to have... Can you imagine? If you're in a relationship with someone because of the weather, you're just wasting time. You're wasting someone's time, energy, and resources. That's why companies design duvets, jumpers, sweaters, cardigans, hoods. These are the reasons why they design these things. No one is designed... Why are you dating someone's child because of the weather? What's wrong with this generation? You should be in relationships with people because you actually want to be with them. You love them, you want to spend time with them, you enjoy seeing them, you enjoy their company. Everything else you're dating for can be solved without a partner. I Oh yeah, the internet is definitely not so good. But I think there are alternatives whereby you can look for a network in your country with stronger network. There has to be one with better service for your area where you are. So you have to find out that. Azad Ahmed. Azad, where are you from? I've never seen you here before. This might actually be interesting for me. It is so funny. Someone smaller than me today were like there. I even have a better waist than some small people. Like I have a better waistline, better stomach line, everything than smaller people. It's even crazy. So me, I know why I go to the gym. I'm not looking to be small. I've never wanted to be small. I just want to like maintain my weight to feel light, to maintain my stomach line and possibly even make it way smaller, you know. I want to look more like an hourglass. I already look like an hourglass, but I want to look more like an hourglass. Some nice dope stuff. People are dying from surgery, you know. Sometimes people say though you have to, it's the poor people who go to gym, rich people are going for what? Like what? Lipo, Botox, what else are they going for? But some of us, God already gave us those things naturally. We don't really have to go through any of those things. I used to think people in Africa actually have no access to certain things. Shock, shock, shock. You know, like plastic surgery. People have money. People are doing plastic surgery in Africa. I thought these were like for Western countries. Doreen, it is actually nice hanging out with you guys. It takes the edge of life. When I come on here and do one of these videos, Banange, I need money. I have so many things to do this December. They are stressing me. They're stressing me so much. With my camera spoiled, oh, it's even worse. Meanwhile, for those giving me business, Bambi, thank you. Meanwhile, today I got a crazy number of subscribers. Where are these people coming from? Normally, I'm used to getting 5, 8 subs a day, you know, 5 to 8, but 26. It's like someone is talking about me in a good way. I like that. And if you're here and you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel. It's a nice channel. It's a dope channel, you know, though it's way too natural. So if you're looking for something more AI, you're not going to find it here. This is, I shoot raw content, African raw content. I'm actually so pretty. I'm very pretty. My round head, perfect circle. I feel so soft. I mean, not like on my body, but in my soul, I feel soft. Like, I don't think I even have energy to fight, stress, or do anything that requires a lot of energy. I wish tomorrow would be Saturday, but it's Friday. I have to get to work. Oh, I have a lot of lemon juice and orange juice, so that's a plus to my fridge. Actually, I want to fill my fridge with a lot of juice. I want to have all organic, natural, fresh juice. You know, I want to have only that in my fridge. So I'm gonna have like three jerry cans of it in my fridge, and hopefully four. Make it four. I can consume those in a week. So those are like five, 10. No, 3 times 4. That's 9. Yeah. My eyes are like this, just that when I look at you people, normally I look away, or I look up, or I look on the side. Stop trying to force me to conform to something. You don't know me. I don't know you. How can you openly say things like that? You don't know me. You don't know how I look when I'm sexually activated. You really don't. None of you does. So stop trying so hard. I told you no, I'm not. So stop trying to change my channel. This is a constructions channel. Why are you being dirty on my channel? Don't even have time for this. There's plenty of girls on the internet who are sexually active on these channels. Well, thank you. Thanks. Let me even end this live. I'm already getting bored. Me watch cartoons. I think I'm one of the few adults I know who watch cartoons a lot. All the time. Actually, not cartoons, animations and animes. Some people. Anyway, have yourselves a wonderful day. I've spent some time with you and I'm done. Now I'm going to spend time with myself because I love myself more than I love anybody. So thank you for watching DOREEN'S African Experiences. See ya tomorrow, maybe. We'll see.